Have you ever wondered why buying a house takes so long? I mean, 30 to 60 days to buy a house and close on it? Really? What exactly is happening during the home buying process? Well, we're going to talk about that next. If you're new here, thank you for joining in. My name is Andrew Finney and I'm a full-time real estate agent in Las Vegas, Nevada. My passion is to help you make sense of real estate. Over the years, I've put my experience as a top real estate agent to work for my many satisfied clients and for you in the hundreds of videos I've made about home buying, home selling, home ownership, and real estate investing. This is to give you insider knowledge of what to expect so you can succeed with your real estate goals. Let's get after it. Just a quick heads up, this is the second video of 7 in the How Not to Get Screwed Buying a House series. The best way not to get screwed buying a home is by knowing what to expect and what to watch out for moving forward. Just a quick recap of what we're talking about in this series. Number 1, why getting SOS leads to SOS. Number 2, simplifying the home buying process step by step. Number 3, how to find the right real estate agent and loan officer for you. Number 4, how to get a home loan. Number 5, important questions to ask before buying a house. Number 6, how to know your all-in costs when buying a home. And number 7, the importance of contingencies in your offer. Now, just in case you didn't know this about me, I'm a full-time top-performing real estate agent in Las Vegas, Nevada. And oh, by the way, if you live in Las Vegas, yes, I'm accepting new clients. So why am I sharing this with you? Because I've had thousands of conversations over the years with potential would-be home buyers. From all of those calls, what I've learned is the home buyers that won't take the time to have a productive conversation about the home buying process are usually the ones that end up not buying a house or are more likely to catch a case of buyer's remorse in the future. But it didn't have to happen like that. All right, so you might be wondering, well, Andrew, what's in the home buying process I need to know? That's a great question. In a nutshell, everything. Here's a very high level overview of what the home buying process looks like. And just to give you a quick heads up before we begin, I created a printable, shareable infographic to better help out. To download it for free, click in the link in the description under this video. All right, we're going to cover a lot of ground in a short amount of time. So grab your notes, lean in with me, and let's unpack this together. Here we go. Home buying process 101, the simplified version. Step number 1 is the research phase. Great news, you're doing that right now. And when you finish watching this video series, you'll be ready to take the next step when the time is right for you. I would like to share with you the best time to buy a house is when the time is right for you in your life for the reasons important to you. Real estate markets will always go up, down, and all around. The one thing that doesn't change is where you are in your life and when the time is right for you. As a pro tip, begin thinking through what you want in your new home and in your future lifestyle. Second pro tip here is to gain clarity on what's most important to you, and more on how to gain clarity is coming in video number 5. Step number 2, review your finances. Double check your credit score and review your finances to get prepared to buy a home. A best practice here is to have 8% of the price of a home in cash ready to go to purchase your new home. Please keep in mind the actual amount of money you'll need will vary depending on your loan type. So let's bring the numbers to life with a quick example. Let's say that you're gonna buy a $300,000 home. $300,000 times 8%, that cash amount that we need, is $24,000 cash on hand. And we'll be going deeper into how to know your all-in cost buying a house in video number 6. As a pro tip, get your tax returns for the last 2 years ready, 2 months of your bank statements, and 1 month of your pay stubs ready to go. That brings us to step number 3. Pick your real estate agent wisely. Please be sure to Google the real estate agent and look for their past client reviews, their ratings, and their past sales performance. And if they have any videos like this one, so you can get to know them better. In video number 3, I'll show you exactly how to do this to make sure that you get the right agent for you. Step number 4, get your home loan pre-approval letter ready to go. Review your home loan options and keep in mind there's much more to getting a home loan than shopping for the best mortgage interest rate. The truth about mortgage interest rates will shock you. More on that and more on how to get a home loan in video number 4. Step number 5, review your home buying disclosures and your home buying process with your real estate agent before you go shopping for your new home. It's critically important to know all of your local disclosures and what to expect. When you have a game plan in motion, you'll be ready to go. Knowledge is power, and knowing what to expect will help you keep clarity to make a well-informed decision that's right for you. Please don't be afraid to ask your real estate agent any questions that you're thinking. If you're thinking those questions, ask it. No matter how big or small your question might be, every question matters. Next up is step number 6, the home tours. This is the fun part. This is that part that you've been waiting to get into. So now it's time to narrow down all of your favorite homes into your top 3 to 5 favorite homes. Schedule a time to view them and get out there and see if which one is going to be the right one for you to call home. As a pro tip here, if possible, drive through the neighborhood during the day, the night, and the weekends to gain additional insight into the area. Step number 7, you'll be making an offer and negotiating terms in your offer. In video number 7, we'll have a down-to-earth conversation so that I can clue you in on the details you really need to know so you can get the best deal possible. Step number 8 is to open escrow and wire your earnest money deposit. When the seller accepts your offer, the next step is to open escrow and make your earnest money deposit right away. For reference, in real estate, an earnest money deposit is simply called EMD. EMD means earnest money deposit. Step number 9 is after you open escrow, you enter a period of time called buyer due diligence. Buyer due diligence periods vary across the United States, though this period generally ranges from about 5 to 12 days after your offer is accepted. The buyer's due diligence period includes the home inspection and any other inspections you might want to have done, getting the HOA documents if you're buying within an HOA, and verifying further details that are important to you. On a side note, if you're getting value out of this video, would you let me know by tapping the thumbs up real quick, please? Thank you. To get more videos like this one, please remember to subscribe and tap the bell icon to get notified of the next video. Awesome. Thank you so much. Now let's get back to it. Step number 10, review your loan disclosures and loan estimate with your lender. As a pro tip here, your mortgage interest rate isn't set in stone until you rate lock. Ask your loan officer when you should lock your rate to get the best possible mortgage interest rate. Step number 11, home inspections. Perform your home inspection and any other inspections you want, then negotiate repairs. If you want to know more about the types of inspections to consider, then click here to check out the 17 types of home inspections available to you. Step number 12, review your preliminary title report. Your preliminary title report includes the legal property description, ownership interest, and any easements, liens, or encumbrance on the property, just to name a few. Step number 13, the home appraisal. Now, this is the part that some people really fret about in the home buying process. I want to ask you just to take a simple deep breath here and relax. It's going to be okay. So now, sometimes the question that comes up a lot on the channel is who orders the home appraisal? Your loan officer will actually be the one ordering your home appraisal. Depending on the appraisal valuation, a renegotiation might be needed. If this happens, please review your options with your real estate agent and loan officer. Step number 14, the underwriting process. From experience, this can be a frustrating time for home buyers. Your loan officer will prepare and submit your loan documents to the underwriter. The underwriter is going to take all of those documents and review and analyze all of the paperwork. It's inevitable. The underwriter is going to have additional questions. And before the underwriter can issue your home loan's final approval, they'll need to be satisfied. These are known as conditions to your loan. The final underwritten approval is needed before your loan officer can give you your final closing disclosure. Step number 15, the next step is your final walkthrough. The final walkthrough generally occurs within 2 to 5 days of closing on your new home. The final walkthrough is your opportunity to do one last check of your new home to ensure it is in the same condition or possibly better if the seller made repairs from when the seller accepted your offer. Step 16 is to sign your buyer closing documents. The escrow or title officer will schedule a time for you to review and sign your closing documents. Quick heads up here, a notary often completes your signing appointment. Step 17, one of the last significant steps is to wire your final cash to close. This is the total amount of your down payment and buyer closing costs. your earnest money deposit is going to be subtracted from the total balance due. So let's breathe life into the numbers with a quick example. Let's say you're buying a $300,000 house with a 5% down payment. That would mean that your down payment is $15,000. Now let's assume you're paying your buyer closing costs, and they amount to roughly 3% of the home's price. So that's $9,000 for a total of $24,000 funds due to buy a $300,000 home. Now, since your earnest money deposit is subtracted from the total funds due, we would take that $24,000, subtract $5,000, and we find that $19,000 are the total funds due at closing for the final wire, also known as cash to close in this example. Step number 18, closing day. This is the day you've waited for and worked hard to reach. It will be a very fast-paced and productive day for you. If at all possible, please schedule time off. Step number 19, this is the fun one. You get the keys to your new home. After your county records on your new home and puts the home into your name as the new legal owner, it's time to get the keys. In a few states, this is actually done at the closing table, and in most states, your real estate agent will actually be the one to contact you, schedule a time to meet you at your new home to give you the keys. Congratulations, you're a homeowner. Good job. I'm super excited and super pumped up for you. So the real question is, what you gonna do next? Okay, now let's be real. Whew, we just covered a lot of information. Now, your head might be spinning right now, and that's okay. What's important here is that we're having the conversation now so that it's in your mind when the time comes for you to buy your new home. Now you know why it takes so long to buy a house and close on it. In reality, there's much more activity happening in each of the 19 high-level overview steps we just covered. There's so much more to the home buying process than meets the eye, and so much more your realtor, lender, and title officer are doing for you during the closing process. That's why getting the right players on your home buying team is critically important. Okay, so real quick, what's your aha moment from this video? Please share your key takeaway or takeaways with us in the comment section below. Thank you. All right, now let's get back into it. At the end of the day, that's why if you don't start with the end in mind, it's easy to get lost and get screwed in the process. Let's make sure that doesn't happen to you. As a quick reminder, to make it easier, I created a printable, shareable infographic of all the steps we just covered. So if your hand got a little bit tired taking down your notes, go ahead and click in the link in the show more description below to download your free copy of the Home Buying Process 101. The reason we're doing this together is so when the time is right for you to buy your new home, you'll know the first step is scheduling a meeting with a real estate agent you choose to work with so y'all can review everything together. This is the perfect time to ask your realtor all those burning questions running through your mind. Fortunately, a meeting with a real estate agent is pretty simple these days and can easily be done in person, on Zoom, Facebook Video Messenger, over the phone, or maybe a lot of different other kind of ways. Let me know what your favorite way to meet a real estate agent is in the comments below. Now, my recommendation, if you can't meet in person, is to obviously make it a video meeting. That way you can put a face to a name and start getting to know each other and dialing in on what's most important to you. But that does raise the question, how do you pick the right real estate agent and loan officer for you? I'm sure you've heard some of the horror stories about home buyers losing their earnest money deposit or getting sticker shocked from their loan officer right before closing. Well, here's the truth. It doesn't have to go down like that. So let's talk about how you can prevent home buying nightmares from happening to you by building the right home buying team for you. If you're ready to go deeper into how to find the right real estate agent for you and how to find the best loan officer to work with, click here. Or if you're ready to go for gold in the marathon version, click here to check it out now. Either way, the choice is yours. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.